morning, everyone. I hope everything is fine and you have understood yesterday's concepts. Today we have a worksheet to do. So, the topic related to worksheet today is the valency and the valence electrons. We have seen yesterday how the electrons are distributed into different shells, right? So this is called the electronic configuration and this is its diagrammatic representation. Okay, so the electrons in the last shell are called valence electrons. It is these electrons that participate in a chemical reaction. So how many electrons are there in the last shell of oxygen? It is 6. Okay, so its valence electrons are 6. Now any last shell, as you have been told, can consist of only 8 electrons, whatever be the capacity of the shell independently, but if it is a last shell it will consist of 8 electrons. This is called the octet. So every element would love to complete its octet and attain the noble gas configuration. Like we can see here, lithium, it has 3 electrons, and when we divide these electrons into different shells, it will be 2 in the K shell and 1 in L. Sodium 11 to 8, 1. Chlorine 17 to 8, 7. So the valence electrons in this is 1. Valence electrons in this is 1 and valence electrons in this is 7. So it is simply the number of electrons present in the last shell. Next is the valency. Valency is the tendency of the element to complete its octet, as in to achieve the noble gas configuration. As we have been told yesterday that every element would like to complete its last shell. So here lithium, if it has to attain noble gas configuration, it can have 8 electrons in its last shell. Okay, but having 7 electrons, gaining 7 electrons will require more energy than losing 1 electron. So if it loses 1 electrons, K will be last shell and it is complete. So it has attained the noble gas configuration in this way. So its valency is 1. Valency is 1 because this electron is being given away. Okay. Now sodium, which has 11 electrons, its valence electron is 1. Its valency is also 1 because when it loses its 1 electron, it will attain the noble gas configuration. Its octet will be complete. So gaining, we need to see which side the electrons are lesser. Is it gaining electron is easier, or is it that losing electron is easier? Here it is, the case is of losing electrons. So it is losing its 1 electron. If it gives away its 1 electron, its octet will be complete. So its valency is 1. Now in case of chlorine, 2, 8, 7. So if it gives away its 7 electrons, its octet will also be complete. But losing 7 electrons will be more difficult. So it will be easier to gain 1 electron, right? If it attains 1 electron, it will be 8 in the last shell. and its octet will be complete. So the valency of chlorine will be 1. Okay, because octet will consist of 8 electrons and it has 7 electrons in its last shell. So number of electrons it requires is 1. So it will be 1.